Well, hey sisters, Donna Partow here, welcoming you to day 9 of Hope Again, our study of becoming a vessel of God's power. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of putting together a pit crew. A pit crew. That stands for prayer warriors, insightful counselors, and teachers. Good, solid Bible teachers. We need to have all 3 of those in our lives. And I use the analogy in the book of, a race car driver, and he's running the race, and he's going to pull over and get help from others, and that's the same with us. Well, I found a scripture that kind of puts it in a different, uses a different analogy or metaphor, but I think it's good. Zechariah 9 and verse 12 says this: "Return to your fortress, O prisoners of hope. Even now I announce that I will restore twice as much to you. Return to your fortress, O prisoners," it's more than one, prisoners of hope. That fortress is like the pit crew. It's the place that you run to when you need to feel safe or when you need to be refreshed. It was a place to go to so that you can be ready to fight another day or run the race again. And it talks about prisoners more than one. So there are times when we run to God alone. When often I talk about having your own little prayer place as your own personal fortress, the place that you run to rather than to like the refrigerator or the pantry or the television or the telephone. But I do think that there's something to be said for having a fortress that houses more than one. Having a weekly Bible study, having a Sunday school class. It's a little more intimate. Churches in America, especially where we are in Arizona, they're so huge and anonymous. So it's good to have a little classroom that's your Sunday school room that you can run to, and all the prisoners of hope who still believe that God's at work in the world, and that no matter what's happening in the economy or in the world and politics and all of that we're prisoners of hope because we know the power of our God, and we need to have a place that we can come together. And so establish that. Maybe you want to be part of a prayer group that meets weekly. I used to have a prayer group that met every week in my home. Now I really am more of a phone prayer. I have certain people I pray with certain days of the week by phone, and of course as part of this live class we're going to set up times for you to call in and pray with me, so that'll be kind of like our own little fortress, prayer fortress there. And then I'd like you to have a counselor. You may not need a paid professional counselor, but it may be an older, wiser woman. I remember when I was younger and I was homeschooling and pulling my hair out and questioning my sanity. I had an older, wiser woman, and I used to show up at her house, believe me, on a routine basis. Every Monday night we gathered in her home for what we called the Charlotte Mason Society. It was a group of Christian women studying together and on that journey, running that race of homeschooling. But I'll tell you what, throughout the week I guarantee you I was running to her house, and she would make me little raspberry shortbread cookies and a cup of tea and tell me that I was going to survive homeschooling. And then the last one is solid teaching. Yes, have a live teacher, but the internet is just amazing. I have so many wonderful teachers that I love, and you can get them right on the internet. You can sign up for their podcasts, and it's just you can watch their videos. It's just amazing. One of the things I like to do is actually exercise and work out while I watch one of my favorite Bible teachers, so you can kind of multitask. But you need a fortress. You need a pit crew. If you want to have hope, you've got to have help. That's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.